To watch the latest from India Science, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and press on the bell icon to get notifications on all the science-related videos.
Namaskar, I'm Harsha Sharma and you're watching Sci-Tech, a show where we unravel the science behind everything. Antibiotic resistance is a big challenge for us today. Thousands of people die each year due to antibiotic resistance. But scientists have found a major breakthrough to tackle this problem. To know it all, watch this report.
You must have taken or heard about antibiotic medicine. Antibiotic medicines are the medicines which help us to fight and treat any bacterial infection in our body. But sometimes the effectiveness of these antibiotic medicines reduces in our body. That is possible if the antibiotics are misused or overused and when bacteria change in response to the use of these medicines. Bacteria modify their genes naturally and become resistant to the medicines. This is known as the antibiotic resistance. Antibiotic resistance is one of the biggest threats to the global health, food security, and development. Antibiotic resistance can affect anyone of any age in any country. New resistance mechanisms are emerging and spreading globally, threatening our ability to treat common infectious diseases like pneumonia, tuberculosis, blood poisoning, and foodborne disease. Antibiotic resistance leads to higher medical costs, prolonged hospital stays, and increased mortality. But here comes the good news. Researchers of the University of Queensland in Australia have found a way to tackle this problem. In the study, researchers studied plasmids of bacteria. Plasmids are the DNA molecule inside the cells which can self-replicate. They studied the specific genes of the plasmids, which have been modified and became resistant. They found that plasmids are majorly responsible for spreading antibiotic genes from one bacteria to another. Many plasmids carry 10 to 15 antibiotic resistance-causing genes, and when they replicate, two things happen. The plasmid is copied, so it remains in both donor and receiver bacteria. All the resistant genes are transferred together, means resistant to the multiple antibiotics can be transferred and acquired simultaneously. Hence, by understanding the mechanism of how antibiotic-resistant bacteria replicate, scientists can develop a solution for stopping them. The research was published in the journal Nature Microbiology and is a new hope for around 7 lakh people who die each year from antibiotic-resistant infections.
When we were young, we all tried guessing the time of the day through the orientation of bright yellow sunflower. Wasn't it a fun game? But have you ever wondered why and how sunflowers are able to track the sun movement, or do they actually follow the sun? Watch the small video to know more.
Sun, a bright yellow star. The heat and light radiation from this very star are precious for living beings on Earth. These sun rays are essential for food production by the plants and make the planet warmer. While there are a lot of sun-loving plants, the sunflower's love for the sun seems to hold no bounds. Aptly named as sunflower, the plant dances to the tunes of the sun as it stalks its movement. The young ones especially rotate their floral heads to track sun all day from east to west. In the night, they again swing back so that they can again track the sun's movement in the morning. Why sunflower tracks sun has remained an enigma for centuries now, but no more. A study published in the journal Science a few years back has demystified the sunflower movement for us. In this research paper, a team of researchers from the University of California showed the results of their studies which were carried out on sunflowers. In their experiment, the scientists placed the young sunflower in a room with light that resembled the sun's light, and they found that even in the absence of sun, the flower moved from east to west. Next, they decided to change the 24-hour cycle, that is, day-night cycle, to the 30-hour cycle. In the 30-hour cycle, the plants did not behave in a normal manner. These two experiments showed that the sunflower was not tracking the sun, but was actually following some internal rhythm of 24 hours. But this raised another question as to why the head of a sunflower moves or tilts in the sun's direction. To this, scientists found that during daytime, some genes click on, causing the east-facing half of the stem to grow. The lengthening of the stem causes the flower head to slowly bend to the west along the day. At night, however, the west side of the stem grows, due to which heads flip back to the east. However, this poses another question as to why the mature plant who have completed their growth only face east. Well, this provides them with an advantage. The east-facing flowers heat up, and this warmth attracts more bees towards them. More bees means more pollination, and more pollination means more fertilization, seeds, and new plants. Well, the research clearly shows that like every species, sunflower has devised its own tactics to increase its survival rate and increase its number.
Time to wrap up this episode of Sci-Tech. You can share your feedback and suggestions to us on the email ID flashing on your screens. And for more such videos, download India Science app or visit our website www.indiascience.in. And do not forget to follow us on social media. Before we end, here is a fact of the day for you.
What we call sunflower is actually a bunch of flowers together. The flower head is made up of tiny flowers called florets.